We've had a FBI panic attack going on, and the mainstream media has done a great job as facilitating these very, very personally sad and depressing stories of FBI agents being afraid of losing their jobs. Oh my God, it's so hard to watch. Look at the concern on all their faces. This guy goes on, Anderson Cooper on CNN, to tell us his horrible story of what a stand-up guy he's been, and now everything he's known is being threatened right now. Let's check it out.
Unprecedented. FBI rank and file agents and analysts who make up the vast majority of the field offices who do the work of investigating these cases, of executing search warrants, of executing arrest warrants, doing surveillance, electronic surveillance, whatever it might be. Those people are never touched by the political winds that blow through every 4 years, nor should they be. They, as you said, they don't pick their work. They're assigned to the work that they do. The work they do is lawful. It's within FBI policies, and not doing the work is not really an option for them, right? They come to the FBI. Most of them come intending to stay for the entirety of their careers, 20 years or more, 20 years on the agent side, a little bit more for the support side. And so to be targeted in this way for termination potentially or retribution simply for doing their jobs on a major national security case is incomprehensible to them or anybody that knows the organization. I've talked to more FBI people in the last 4 days than I did in the prior 4 years. As John has described it accurately, it is a place in utter disarray right now. People are worried about, how am I going to pay the bills? How am I going to support my family? If I lose, if you're anywhere in the middle of that career, not close to retirement, if you get fired, you're done. That's the end of your reputation, your ability to get a new job. You lose your pay, you lose your chance at a pension, you lose your health insurance.
Oh my God, you lose your health insurance. Oh, that's horrible. That's horrible. I can't imagine what that's like. I bet the American people don't have any idea what it's like not to have health insurance, or even to have health insurance that's so bad that they don't cover you when you have a medical emergency. But meanwhile, let's go put Luigi in jail and let's make sure he gets the electric chair. But that's another story. Let's not worry about that. But my God, you poor thing, you. I wonder what kind of activity you were doing in the FBI. By the way, if you have nothing to hide, then why don't you just let your record speak for yourself? Or is there a reason? Do you think you're going to get any pushback from Anderson Cooper? Do you think he's going to ask you what do you think he's coming after you about? What do you think it is? So it's so sad, and I know for whatever few handful, 10 or 12 people that are left watching CNN, they must be like, oh my God, what a poor guy. Must suck to be living in such fear like that. Let's see what Aaron Mate has to say about this, because I think he nails it. Aaron Mate says it still hasn't sunk in. The FBI took part in framing not just any random person as a Russian agent, but the president of the United States in the process. The FBI endorsed the Clinton campaign, condescending, elitist message that voters who didn't push the button for Hillary were clueless dupes of Russian manipulation, which we all know was false, because the Steele dossier turned out to be a total fabrication, and the Hillary Clinton campaign was 100% guilty of creating that fabricated document, and the FBI being part of that rigged system. And there was never jail time, but it was ruled officially that Hillary manipulated that whole thing. No apologies from the media, and certainly no apologies from any FBI agents, but now they're the ones that are upset, I guess. So the end of Aaron Mate's tweet: none of the Russiagate fraudsters in the FBI, Congress, or media have owned up to their historic deceit. To illustrate, McCabe, who was just speaking, who personally launched a probe of Trump as a Russian agent months into his first term, is still a trusted talking head on CNN, which is really CIA CNN or CNNIA, I think. So that was what somebody had come up with, that CNNIA or something like that, which of course he's a trusted talking head, Aaron. Of course he is, because he fits right in, right there. And the panic look on Anderson Cooper's face, it just goes right along with the whole thing, right along with the whole thing. So guess who else is concerned right now? Chuck Schumer. Uh-oh. Let's see what Chuck Schumer is worried about. He's worried about what might happen next.
This is just the beginning. If Doge attacks USAID today, then you can be sure they'll move on to another target tomorrow. Who knows? Maybe it'll be the Postal Service or the IRS or even the Social Security Administration. They could be next. Or maybe our national security agencies.
Oh my God, the IRS could be next. Wow. Oh my God. There's so many people should be squirming right now. Why don't we see an actual breakdown of what the FBI purge actually entailed? Here we go. All federal prosecutors handling J6 cases were fired, computers locked, and marched out of their offices by security. Bravo. David Sundberg, the FBI assistant director at the helm of the January 6th investigation, has been fired. Bravo. 20 leaders of FBI field offices have been escorted out of FBI buildings around the country. Bravo. The 51 intelligence officers who spread misinformation about Hunter Biden's laptop and interfered in elections are now banned from entering federal properties. Double bravo. Very, very good. What else? Anything else? Oh, yeah. Look at that. Federal employees are now required to return to the office with non-compliance leading to termination. Bravo. Oh, I love this one. John Bolton, one of the biggest warmongering psychopaths, along with the other, John Brennan, have been permanently banned from government buildings. Bravo. Harold Rogers has been indicted for compromising U.S. trade secrets to China. Okay. All right. Ban on all use of pronouns in government communications. Okay, I'll laugh at that one. That's just funny. That doesn't really help us at all, but it's kind of funny. All 2 million feds sent a resignation offer. Great. And now, as Chuck Schumer pointed out, and rightfully so, he's afraid of this, Trump is now looking into abolishing the income tax. And we've heard that he is now looking into starting a new service, not the Internal Revenue Service, but the External Revenue Service, which is the thing that I guess they're petrified of, that we're going to go after money from other countries, not from American citizens, which we found out recently.
This is just the beginning.
Oops, sorry, guys. That last one wasn't supposed to come up. We found out recently that the IRS had been using AI technology to get into people's bank accounts and hold them accountable for taxes, because you got to punch down at the American people. That's where they're going to really drive up their revenue, is from the American people using AI technology, illegally getting into people's bank accounts, getting information that's private and just seizing it. That's been happening. So all of that needs to be looked at. All of this is corrupt behavior. So bravo to all this. Anybody who's trembling right now has something to hide, period. That's it. Something to hide, which you can see right over all their faces at CNN. Also of note, I won't play this clip too, but you guys got to check out Rachel Maddow also did the same thing Anderson Cooper did. He brought somebody on, one of these FBI turds, and had that same, oh my God, I can't believe this is happening to you. They're all doing it. They're all guilty of it. As Trump always called this is fake news. We didn't know how fake it was until we started doing this show. But that's your real fake news update.